What is up, guys? How's it going today? My name is Syratube, your host with the most, bringing you another live flipping session like we do here every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope all of you are doing super well this week. The cash tag gains for me have been incredible. If you haven't been flipping this week, then you probably have not noticed that the margins have been like 3 times as good as they usually are. So I have been making an absolute killing. I'm hoping I'll make an absolute killing here today as well with the gains to the cash tag. Hopefully you all are flipping along and just paying attention to what I'm flipping. I'll try to show you all the best items that I'm flipping to make you as much money as possible. And like I said before, margins have just been incredible this week, so we're going to go ahead and get after it. What's up with the mic? Oh, is it something wrong with it? Let me know if it's still clipping out. Sorry about that, guys. Did not know that that would be the case. Still clipping? Probably. Sounds like a dollar store mic L. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll take a look at it. Is that any better by chance? Don't want to overdo it here. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't know that we would have any microphone problems this episode. It's still not better. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'll put that down. Just bear with me for 1 second here, guys. Yeah, I'll turn the gain down for you guys. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean for this to happen. It's like the worst thing ever. I never, like, when I come on to live streams, I just assume things are going to be the same as when I left them, but... Okay... That should be a little bit better. Tell me if that's an improvement or not. Sorry about this, guys. A little bit of a rough start here. Okay, it's much better. Does the quality sound bad? Okay, we're good now? Should be the same as it usually is? Okay. Just let me know if that is good. Anyway, let's get into the flipping. Sorry about that, guys. I do apologize. I don't remember changing the gain or the levels on my phone. Not my phone, my microphone. So I don't know why that happened. But anyway, we'll get into it today. Thank you all for being patient. Sorry about that minor inconvenience. Now, we're going to go ahead and flip the dragon darts first here today. Almost every item that I normally flip and check has been off the charts recently. So I'm happy to go ahead and check everything. I'm going to try and do some PVM gear today, I think. I know I don't really like doing it on live stream as much, but I'm going to try to hit it today just because I think we can get some good margins on it still. That'll be things like Armadillo chest plates, Armadillo chain skirts. We'll do Bandos tassets, most likely, Bandos chest plates. I had a really good Bandos chest plate flip this week. It was earlier in the week when margins were holding a little bit stronger than they are now. It was, I think it was like 200k for every Bandos chestplate. Pretty sure I posted a picture of that on our Discord. So if you are interested in seeing that, make sure you join us on Discord. There is a link in the description below. The best place to learn how to flip with any amount of cash. I promise we can help you out. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well on this Saturday. Hopefully you're staying safe out there still. Crazy how long this thing has gone on. But on top of that, hopefully you are enjoying the Deadman mode experience as well. I actually did play a little bit of Deadman mode. I was going to do some Deadman mode flipping, but I hadn't flipped in Deadman mode before until yesterday. And I started doing some flipping on there, and everything was taking super long. And I thought that flips would be a little bit easier, not in the sense that, you know, it would take a shorter period of time, but I didn't think it would be as competitive and the margins would fluctuate as much as they were. So I just decided we'll do some normal flipping today. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully you guys are happy with that. Anyway, we can take a look at some Armadillo Crossbows as well. I think those will be okay because a lot of the time when margins move upwards and item prices are increasing just generally across the game, PVM items, like I said before, the margins spread a ton, and since Armadillo Crossbows are pretty highly traded, you can kind of get a good margin on them compared to what you normally get. Usually it'll stretch up to like 100k each, which for Armadillo Crossbows is actually pretty good considering they're so easy to trade. Margins of items needed change so fast because of the game rapidly progressing. Exactly. And that's why what I also realized is if you get into Deadman mode early, you do a little bit of flipping, or you just make a little bit of money, you can make some really valuable investments early on in the game that, you know, 2-3 days in will pay off immensely. I should have done that, honestly. I wasn't really thinking about that. I didn't know that was a possibility, but things like grimy Renar weeds, I'm sure, for, you know, prayer potions will be needed. Other kind of herbs that you would need, you know, basic things like even black d'hide bodies that go up in like incredible amounts in demand. Those things would be good to go ahead and invest in, but since we're not playing Deadman mode, we're going to focus on the normal game today. We still have 630 mil. Let's go ahead and do some Mahogany Planks now. I actually don't flip Mahogany Planks as much as I think I should. Mahogany Planks are great because the margins actually fluctuate a lot on these. So sometimes you buy in to the quantity, like the total limit. Of course, when I say that, every time I swear, every time I say that Mahogany Planks are at a good margin, or I say they're a good flip, they just don't work out for me. I always do that on stream. I always check them and I just get 1 GP. Why is there not as many people on this stream? I have no idea. It might have been something with the beginning. Maybe if I had to guess, because I was still adjusting the microphone, but give it a little bit of time. Usually it takes a little bit for people to start coming in here, and you know, sometimes the streams are just not as popular as other times. Anyway, let's keep going here, guys. Since those Mahogany Planks weren't very good, let's try some Mana Rays instead. By the way, though, the new series has been doing really, really well, guys, and I'm super pumped about that. So thank you all for the suggestion on that series. The next episode will be coming out next Wednesday. I know I missed the upload this Wednesday, so F's in the chat for that, but you guys can blame me on that one. I was a little bit under the weather. I still am a little bit, but not as much as I was. The Mana Rays not holding an insane margin, maybe about 6 GP on those. We'll take a look at the Sharks as well, see if we can get anything good on that. I actually have a feeling that Amulet Crystal 2 is going to be pretty good, although I have not touched Amulet Crystal all week. I will give an update, though, on the next episode of flipping 10 to 100 mil, and that has been going extremely well. I hit some insane margins last night, so you guys will see the clip for that, and just having incredible gains on that that series. My commentary is all over the place today. I stayed up way too late last night playing StarCraft 2, actually, which is a game I haven't played that much of, and I was just trying to learn how to play it, but everyone in that game is so good that I was kind of getting my butt kicked, but, you know, we'll improve. Anyway, hopefully you guys are flipping today. Definitely take a look at these items. Take a look at a lot of the stuff you normally flip. And of course, if you need suggestions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything like that, you can let me know in the live chat. I'll be sure to help you out. A lot of the margins, like I said, are strong this week. Super, super strong. They're actually starting to close a little bit, it looks like, this weekend. I do expect that they will grow a tiny, tiny bit as we get around to Monday, Tuesday, and then things will go pretty much back to normal. So if you're not flipping right now, I highly recommend going and checking it out. There's still a lot of money to be made, so make sure you're getting out there and you're making that bread. Should I start flipping again? You said margins were good. Absolutely, Alharith, man. You definitely should go back and start flipping. And of course, again, if you need help and need assistance on what to flip, let me know, dude. I'll definitely help you out. Now, the Bandos chestplate looking really good right now, over a 100k margin, which is insane for Bandos chestplates. I didn't see the exact margin, but I think it's like 130k. So we're going to go ahead and try to get 7 of those as fast as we possibly can. We also almost have all of the Armadillo Crossbows coming in, so we're going to go ahead and try to turn around and flip these. We'll just leave this buy offer in case we get another one, but for now, we're going to turn around and sell the Armadillo Crossbows for 26,440,000. 26440,995. List that, let it do its thing. Boom, finally getting one item in on a sell offer today. We're gonna probably cut back on these dragon darts because they were the first flip we put in and they haven't finished yet, so we're gonna turn around and sell them for 2,937. Should make us a little bit of cash there. I just wanted to ask one more time if the audio is balanced. Is the music in the background too quiet, or is it fine? Because when I turned down the mic or the gain on my microphone, it might have imbalanced the background audio. So just let me know. Anyway, people starting to pile in now. Everything's good. Perfect. Thanks. What is up, everyone? Hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday. Welcome to the live stream. We started with, what did we start with? 1,238 mil today, so 1.2 bill about. Hopefully looking to make some great gains today. I will be flipping a lot today since it is the weekend for me, so I'm going to kick back and make some good flips. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord group of what I am flipping under the hashtag GoodFlips section. So if you are not in our Discord group, I highly recommend you join. There is a link in the description below. It is an amazing place to learn how to flip with your cash stack. Literally any amount of cash, we can help you learn how to flip. Unless you have like 50 bill, I can't really help you with that. We only got one Armadillo chestplate, so we're actually going to knock up the margin on that, maybe like 2k upwards. It should make us a little bit competitive. Yeah, that should be good. We'll get another 4 of those going here. We'll turn around and sell this Armadillo chestplate for 39,372,995. List that, let it do its thing. I have a feeling that will sell pretty quick, considering the buy offer for our Armadillo chestplates. We only were able to get 1, so I do assume the margin went upwards, but we'll keep a close eye on that. These sharks bought out really fast, so I'm actually going to turn around and sell them for 1,007 each. I don't want to get caught up flipping sharks for only a 2 GP margin, so we might as well try to get them off as fast as possible. We had the Armadillo chestplate sold very well, basically made up for our margin cost at this point in time, so nothing crazy right now. It's pretty standard, honestly. Looking for some more good items to go ahead and try. Let's go ahead and do the Sanguesti staff. Now, this thing has been extremely volatile this week, but that being said, I've made some bank on it. I think I was able to get a, what was it? I think a 4.2 mil total flip on the Sanguesti staffs, which is the most I've ever gotten from them. And that was just an active flip too, which is crazy. It wasn't like an overnight or anything like that. So that basically paid for my bond for the next 2 weeks. So thanks for that, GE. But well, yeah, dude, my commentary is freaking off today because, like I said, I am exhausted. Stayed up way too late last night, which tends to be, you know, the problem I have on the weekend, but last night was like new levels. I think I stayed up until 4 in the morning, which is pretty rare for me. Got up at like, what, 10? So, a couple hours of sleep, 5 hours. And that's why I have the coffee in hand. I've had a lot of coffee this morning too, so that's why my brain is a little bit scattered. Let's go ahead and check out the Bandos Tacets. As you can see, I'm kind of just going, you know, all in today, just flipping the high-end PVM items. And the reason I'm doing that is I think the margins are better than average right now in this current state of the game. I do think that's because more people are playing Deadman mode, so less trades are occurring on the normal game. So margins are stretching a little bit more than they normally would. Like I said earlier in the live stream though, I don't think that the margins are as good as they were earlier in the week, although I do expect margins to be good like Monday, Tuesday, when more people are working instead, and even less people are playing the main game. The margin on Renar, thank you for asking, Ryan. Welcome to the stream. The margins on the Renar right now, let's go ahead and take a look at that. I don't actually remember. Looks like we're getting 23 GP each for the Renar. I haven't been paying attention to that, so I'm going to leave this a little bit longer to make sure it's still buying. And if it's not, we'll turn around and sell that. Dragon Darts selling off nicely. Mana Rays, I think, are still buying, so we'll leave those there. Keep a close eye on the Bandos Tacets as well. Boom, we got the Dragon Darts off. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and do the Bandos chest plates again. 23, 99.5. We got to bump that up a little bit. We're not competitive with our current listing, so we're going to go ahead and put that in there. Tibov said, hi, what profit do you average an hour flipping with your cash tech? Thank you for the comment, Tib. Hopefully you don't mind I call you that. I would say it really depends. If I'm on live stream, I really don't make as much money as I would if I'm off live stream. And the reason that is people overcut me, compete with me on flips. And that's fine. I understand that's going to happen when I'm on live stream. Don't appreciate it, but there's really not a lot I can do about it. So when I'm on live stream, I probably make an average 1.5, 2 mil an hour, you know, at good times. Off stream though, and in some of my videos on the channel, you know, I can make 4, 5 mil, you know, on a good day, but I would say like 3.5 mil an hour is pretty standard for me. Alharith says, I know it's not flipping related. That's fine. I like answering all these questions. But what is your opinion on emblem boosting? So emblem boosting, you know, I don't really have a strong opinion on it. I don't like that it's such a powerful moneymaker that's kind of easy to get access to for new accounts. That being said, I don't know, like, I don't think it should be allowed, but at the same time, I understand why people do it. It's a lot of money, and, you know, Jagex should put something in place to get that stopped. That being said, you know, I'm not, like, if you do emblem boosting, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're such a horrible player. No, it's a lot of money per hour. It makes sense why people do it. Thank you for your answer. No problem, man. Mike Van D, good to see you. Welcome to the live stream, man. Of course, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. The new episode of flipping 10 to 100 mil will be out on the channel this week on Wednesday. I've got that episode in the queue, and guys, there is a lot of profit on that episode. I hit some insane margins last night, so I'm going to put that in the video. It's going to be amazing. Hopefully you guys do enjoy that series. It seems like it's getting a lot of traffic, so thank you guys for all the continued support on that. But of course, we always have these live streams here every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so hopefully you guys are enjoying this as well. Hopefully it's giving you some entertainment in this crazy world that we're living in at this moment in time. So yeah, hopefully you all are doing well. Hopefully you're all flipping. Maybe you're making Deadman mode gains. Let me know what you're doing. I'm actually really curious. What are you doing in old school RuneScape? Are you taking advantage of the normal game's crazy margins right now? Are you trying out the Deadman mode for possibly the last time ever in old school RuneScape history? Definitely let me know what you're up to. Tomorrow we will be doing another live stream, by the way. We'll be doing some account progress. I'm thinking of doing Slayer, but I'm also at the same time thinking maybe we go ahead and do some Vorkath kills as well and get that KC up. A lot of you have wanted me to do some account progress, and I haven't gotten around to it, so I'm keeping that in mind. So I thought this was a 10 to 100 mil LOL. How much do you have at the moment? I'm at 17 mil right now. Currently, I'm at about 740 mil. I have a loan out from one of the people in the Discord for 500 mil. So that's why the total cash stack is 1.2 bill right now. That being said, that loan will be getting returned soon. and of course I don't need the loan. It's just helpful if I have it because I can make a lot more money. So I do appreciate my dedicated, really good Discord friends on our Discord group, by the way, link in the description below, who have, you know, gotten comfortable giving me large amounts of money. Honestly, it's crazy that that's the case. I've had so much coffee, I'm not even kidding. I feel like this is a common problem on every live stream. I always drink way too much coffee. By the way, number 1 admin, lol. Alharith, you're funny, man. You're definitely the longest lasting admin, that's for sure. I don't know if you're number 1, though. Anyway, we got all of these oak planks. Going to turn around and sell them for 590, which is a 5 GP margin. Oak planks are a really good flip, guys. If you're not flipping oak planks with a cash stack of around 25 mil, I highly recommend you try them because they make a lot more money than you'd actually think. We'll see if we can hit these Sanguesti staffs as well. The margin on them is not amazing. It's like, what is it, 130k? Which isn't that good, but we'll see what we can do here. Josh Williamson says, right now our unfinished potions have good margins. I agree, though. They're actually have really, really good margins, and they're good for like 50 mil cash stack, 50 to 100 mil cash stacks. The reason I don't flip the Renar unfinished potions is because they take a long time to flip most of the time. It's not really a quick flip. Could be something good overnight if you have the time and the investment or the capital to make the investment. But for me, I don't really do them that often. Sit and Skill says, 3 tick catching chins and playing my Rune Dragon ult, not as easy as I thought. We'll give him a little emoji for that. I've been flipping them very fast the past 2 days. That's actually good to hear. How much do you think you get in a margin on average, Josh? Like how much per potion? Maybe I should give that a check. Just had a Rune Javelin heads 580 to 900 GP margin. That is freaking insane, Louise, man. Holy cow. I wonder if that's still up. Maybe we'll give that a check. We're going to knock down the oak plank to 589. Think it's dried out now. Gotcha. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream today. If you are, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. On top of it all, the next episode of our 10 to 100 mil series is coming out this upcoming Wednesday. Guys, it's going to be a great episode. Thank you for all the support on that current series, because honestly it's been getting a lot of likes, a lot of positive comments, so we're going to keep that up. We're going to bring you guys episodes every single week, and I apologize I missed the upload last week, but this week I promise I'm going to have it. Josh says, your content has helped me out a lot. I just started playing again 5 days ago and I've made 20 mil already. Josh, that's freaking insane, man. I'm so glad it's been helpful for you. If you want some additional help as well, we have a Discord group. There's a link in the description below for that Discord group. Basically, it's a group where we just talk about flipping. We discuss good flipping strategies. It's really for any player that's interested in learning how to flip. We have flipping like coaching in there as well. And a lot of people are dedicated to that Discord. So I really appreciate the support on that Discord as well, since it has been blowing up recently. Bandos Tassets, we're going to go ahead and sell these for 30,278,995 GP each. We'll let that do its thing for a little bit. We're going to cut back on the Sanguesti staffs as well, guys. We're going to turn around and sell them for, I think they were selling for 116,380,000. Yeah. 116 and 307. We'll do 378,995. We'll see if those go off pretty quick. We've got some Armadillo chest plates coming in again. So it looks like the Armadillo chest plates are kind of bouncing between like about a 100k margin. So we'll keep a close eye on those. I'm going to knock down the oak planks again to 588 GP each. Dude, every time, I'm telling you, I'm jinxing all my flips. If I say a flip is bad, then I'll be able to flip it and it will be good. So I'm just not going to say anything about these flips. I get jinxed every time I say it. So we're going to leave these things to do their thing here. Ryan says, say you get a huge margin that's uncanny for a specific item, like a Bandos chestplate 200k margin. How much do you try and profit per chestplate? That is a great question that is not the easiest to answer. I know it's best to undercut, says Ryan. So that's a good point. If you see a crazy margin, one that's really not, you're not used to seeing, this typically indicates two things. The item is either going to fall a ton in price and you could really get burned trying to flip this item, or that the margin is going to move upwards and you can make a lot of money on this item. It's really a 50-50 scenario. So what I tend to do in these situations is it really depends how much GP you actually are working with. Like Josh says here, you got to be safe with huge margins. Absolutely. Usually when these margins are advertised, I see it as the item is likely to crash. So I'm just going to, when I see those situations, since I have a lot of GP, I usually try to flip the full limit, because for me, it's worth the risk of trying to make a ton than it is to miss out on it, because I know I have a lot of bank to back up on. That being said, if you don't have a lot of capital and you're not comfortable doing that, do not take the risk. It is always safer to not flip that margin and just make money through smaller, more safe flips than it is to take a risk like that. There's plenty of players who will take the risk and they get greedy, and I'm telling you, you will get burned every time. Almost, like, I will say about 1/3 of the time I will succeed on those large margin flips, and it's very rare that I do. The only reason I take the risk is because if I have a loss, it doesn't affect me as much. I'm still going to be able to buy bonds, I'm still going to be able to do all the flips I normally do, but, if I lose 5 mil, it's not the end of the world for me, But to someone who has a 30 mil cash stack, 5 mil is a big deal, so I don't recommend doing it. I just went on a large tangent. I apologize there, guys. Let's get to everyone's comments here, though. We have host Eno says, I just tuned in. What is up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like if you guys are enjoying the stream, of course. But I know you guys already did that. You better have done that. If you're watching the stream and you haven't liked it, shame on you, man. But yes, you got to be safe with the those margin flips. So anyway, Louise says, also hi, been a while. I'm Louis from the Discord. I made 104 mil and counting thanks to you, Syra. This is the right channel and community. If you want to grow, you are in good hands. Dude, thank you for vouching that, Louise, man. I really do appreciate that. And I think a lot of players could benefit from joining the Discord group if you are learning to, so passive aggressive. But anyway, if you are learning how to flip and you want to learn how to make a lot of money in old school RuneScape, I'm telling you, our Discord is a pretty good place to start. We'll help you through, the beginner stages when you have 1 mil, less than 1 mil, all the way up to as much money as you want to have. My current goal is to get a 1 bill cash stack in old school RuneScape, so that's what we're building up towards. But literally, we have players of every single wealth level in our Discord. People who have 10 mil, 100 mil, 1 bill. So whatever amount of cash you have, the Discord is a great place to join. Anyway, enough of talking about that. Let's get into the flips. These Sanguesti staffs are making me a little nervous, not gonna lie. Since we do have a lot of capital invested into them, we want to make sure we can actually get them off. So we're gonna keep a close eye on those, make sure we're monitoring that fine. And the oak planks are just not showing any signs of life, guys. So we're gonna sell them for 586, which is 1 GP more than what we bought them for. So we're not really making a lot of money on those. I'll have 1 bill soon. Congratulations, Josh, man. That's crazy. Anyway, PVM Lee says, just saying hi, keep up the good work, and thanks for getting me into flipping. I made 20 mil at the GE in 3 days while getting 90 fletch. PVM Lee, that is freaking fantastic. Congratulations, man. You put in all the work for that. I just provided some of the knowledge and some of the assistance, but really it was your goal to get that much money, and it's your success. So don't thank me, thank yourself. What's up, Wild Muffin? It's been a minute. Good to see you, man. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream today, and of course, leave a like if you are. These Bandos chest plates are getting a little bit stale. So we're going to turn around and sell them for, I forget what they were selling for before. We do have this add-on so we can see, but I don't know if it's going to be the most accurate sell price. 24.80, should sell. It should sell. We're going to knock down the Armadillo chest plates to 393, 355, 995, which is a lot less than we were going to make before. But the thing is, I try to flip these high-end PVM items on stream, and it really doesn't work out well. I have to do them in videos and just do like videos on high-end PVM flipping, because every time I do it on live stream, I just don't really have any success. So Host Eno actually comes in with a really good question, and I did want to talk about this today, but before I get into that, Host Eno, I do want to put another flip here in on the Grand Exchange. We do have 615 mil, but again, I don't really want to do anything that's too high margin right now. I did want to in the beginning of the stream, but now I'm thinking we kind of stay away from it a little bit. We're going to try Primordial Boots, though, just because we have 600 mil. Like, we might as well try to put it into something. That's an okay margin. 33155 Nothing crazy there, but not too bad. We'll go ahead and try to get 8 of them going back and forth here. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so going back to Host Eno's comment, he says, what items do you think will rise in price because of Deadman mode? For example, supplies, PvP gear rise when Bounty Hunter came up. What about this Deadman mode? Great question. So, in my opinion, so we had all this Deadman mode activity, and the margins were going crazy in the main game because of it, and because Deadman mode was coming out. So, what happened I think this happened last night. I think a bottom point of the market was reached last night, and I think items are starting to go back up in price. Sharks were able to dip below 1000 GP, and now they're trading for above 1000 GP. This happened with a lot of items too. What was another one that happened to? Green Dragon Leather was another example of that. And I think a lot of Diamond Dragon Balls E was another one. A lot of items I think hit bottom last night, so it wouldn't, there could be a lot of growth here in the future. It might be a good time to invest. I honestly have to look a little bit farther into it, but from a first glance of what happened last night with my overnights, I do think we hit a bottom on the market, so I do think items will increase in price from here on out. And when I say items, I'm talking about just your general, like, supply items in the game, right? Diamond Dragon Balls E for bossing, sharks, any consumables, any potions, some gear, but gear I'm not as confident on, so just be careful with that. Anyway, steel bars are at 415 GP. Do you think they're a go as far as an investment goes? I don't know what... Oh, wow. Wow, those Bandos chest plates made us a lot of bank, dude. Holy... That's very good. Got like 90k for every Bandos chestplate. Very, very nice. But anyway, Louise says they're at 415 GP. Do you think they're a go as far as an investment goes? Probably. I saw people talking about that in the Discord. They look pretty cheap right now. The thing about steel bars that's really great is they're a very stable item. Let's go ahead. Let's flip them just to see what's going on. So they are a free-to-play item, and wow, they're already going back up in price, guys. Let's go ahead and see. Wow, look at that freaking margin, man. Over 10 GP on steel bars is freaking insane. I think there's a lot of upward power on them right now. I think people noticed that they were cheap. Free-to-play items that are traded very frequently, such as the steel bar, they tend, if they're below average margin, like if the cost is below average, they almost always recover to an average price. And the reason that is because, they're just highly traded. This item is very common in the game. If it goes below the price, people know to invest in it, and it comes back up most of the time. It's just kind of the way the market fluctuates. I do think steel bars will go back to their average price. I do think it's a good investment. The only problem you're going to have with steel bars is you're going to have to buy a large quantity of them. So hopefully you have a lot of accounts. I think they're expensive because of the account restrictions to free-to-play added. That as well is the case. Of course, that always helps. Anyway, Ryan Gundrum, I think that's how I say your name, he says, have you done the crawls today? They've been popping off recently. I haven't done them, so let's go ahead and do them. Thank you for the suggestion. I love flipping the crossbow. I do. It was one of my favorite flips back in the day, but recently I haven't flipped it a ton. What I do notice with the crossbow, though, is the fluctuations, as far as price goes, are very, very good. Not just right now, just in general, they are very good. We've got about a 50k margin on the crossbow, which is actually not that great, but it's still pretty good. Definitely worth flipping it. Oh, sorry, Mike Van D, you left this comment before. I totally missed it and did not address it. I do apologize for that. He says, not sure if you already did, but are you also planning on streaming the 10 to 100 mil series? Would love to see it. I wasn't thinking about streaming like the whole series, but I thought what we could do is stream an episode every once in a while. So not like a full episode or anything like that, but maybe a session within the episode that I would do. We could do that live for sure. The problem with doing it live, it's going to be difficult because of the, competitive aspect. And since we don't have that much money, our flips that we're going to do are very accessible to the general audience. So we will keep that in mind. But yes, I actually have planned on doing some live episodes of that. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you. Gonna knock these prims up a little bit here. We're gonna turn around and sell the ones we have as well. 3-3, 220, 995. Let it do its thing. Whew, hopefully you guys are having a great Saturday today. Let me know in the live chat. I really want to know what you guys are up to in RuneScape. Are you playing Deadman mode? Are you flipping? Are you taking advantage of these great margins? Because honestly, this week, the margins have been off the charts. Anyway, if you are enjoying this live stream, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. And on top of it all, we have a great Discord group that teaches players how to flip in old school RuneScape. So if you're interested in learning how to flip and you want a little bit of an additional help, definitely join us on Discord. We have a lot of successful flips in there. I do want to make another investment. I do have a lot of GP to do so. So I want to make sure that I pick something good next time around. Maybe steel bars. Not too sure about it, but we'll keep an eye out for it. I have to look at the GE tracker graphs for steel bars too. I haven't really analyzed any investments. What I plan on doing today is I'm gonna get some exercise today, but after that, when I get back, I'm gonna look at some really potential like investments that we could do, or not that we could do, that I honestly want to invest in. And the reason I want to do that is because, like I said, I have a lot of GP. Might as well pick an investment. I think things are pretty cheap right now. So because of that, I do want to make an investment and hopefully ride back the kind of like the player influx that comes back after Deadman mode, which I think will rise prices a little bit further. Try Kodai 1, pretty solid right now. I do want to flip the Kodai, but I will say I don't want to do any high-end PVM items. I just don't feel like we're getting enough GP on them right now, and there's a lot of competition for them. So I guess we're doing okay on the prims. The prims are working out pretty well. Maybe we can go ahead and do it. We're going to cut back on this one. They're buying a little too fast for me, honestly. Anytime an item is buying a little bit faster than I'm used to, I get kind of sketched out. So we need to just be careful with it. They were doing pretty fat for me, easy to offload, fast. Okay, I was gonna say what? Anyway, Rexa Anime Video says, can you tell me some good items to flip overnight with a cash tag of 500 mil? I don't care if it's a little bit risky. Yes, Rexa Anime Videos, we got you right here. What I tend to do on overnight flips, 500 mil, amazing amount to do some overnights with. You can make a lot of bank. Ancestral pieces are quite good. The trading quantity on them is pretty medium as far as PVM items go, and they're easy to off-sell if things go bad. So I love doing ancestral pieces. Ancestral hats and ancestral robe bottoms I tend to find are better than the robe top, but that's up to you. Definitely take a look at a few items and see what you think's best as far as that goes. Another one that I like doing overnight is I like doing the green dragon leather, black dragon leathers overnight. I think they're very safe overnights, and if you have a lot of money, you can put it like 100 mil into each of them, and you'll fill up those limits overnight. Tends to make a lot of money when I turn around and sell it in the morning. Wow, these prim boots are actually doing way better than I thought. We're gonna keep going on these, actually. Maybe we'll try that Kodai too, just because, man, if someone says the Kodai is good, like, could make a lot of bank off of it. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, wow, great margin on those Kodais, actually. Let's go ahead and get a few of these cranking. Claws are hot right now. Do you ever do the Ring of Suffering? I will rarely do the Ring of Suffering. But that being said, you did remind me, let's do the Amulet of Torture. I love flipping the Amulets of Torture. Super fast flips, which actually tend to hold a pretty good margin most of the time. I don't flip Rings of Suffering that often. The typical order that I flip Zenite Jewelry, if I do decide to flip more than just the Amulets of Torture, it will be Amulet of Torture, Ring of Suffering, then Tormented Bracelet. That's typically what I do. Ezio TV says, hey Zero, what's up? Do you think it's good to buy bonds right now? Yeah, I mean, if you need a bond, you can go ahead and buy it. It's good to see you, Ezio. I haven't seen you. 1 year off the sub, dude. I know. Thank you so much, man. Freaking appreciate that. But anyway, he says, do you think it's good to buy bonds right now? If you need to bond for membership, then yeah, it's good. But that being said, I think you did miss out a little bit on, what was it? You kind of missed out on the big Deadman mode pump that happened. So if you were to buy bonds like a week ago, you would have been up a lot on them actually, because I think they were like 3.3, 3.4 mil a week ago, and now they're like 3.7, 3.8, I believe, maybe a little bit less. But I think a lot of people wanted to make Deadman mode alts and things like that, so it kind of pumped up the price of bonds. A lot of bonds being purchased right now because of that. These steel bars are freaking killing it right now. 10 GP on the steel bars. I've never had a margin like that. Freaking insane, man. Definitely a lot of competition here on the crossbows, so we got to be careful on those. We're going to knock up the margin a little bit. See if we can get, we'll try to get 4 more here. We'll hold on to the 2 that we have. If the crossbows don't buy within the next minute or so, we'll get rid of it. But Kodai doing fine. Everything's doing fine right now. Things are going sideways here, but that's not a problem. Hayward Fit says, yo, do Archer's Rings. They're good right now. We'll check them out as soon as we get another slot open. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Leave a like if you are enjoying the live stream. It really helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. We also have a Discord group. There is a link in the description below if you are interested in joining that. It is a great place to learn how to flip with any amount of cash in the game. So we'd love if you join that. I am freaking starving, man. I haven't eaten anything all day. I got up late. Whew, unprepared for the live stream. What has been your biggest profit from an insta flip right now? When you say like an instant flip, like a flip that I bought and then just turned around and sold and it tended to make me a lot of money, I don't really know. The biggest flip I've ever had is technically an investment, I guess. The Rune Darts actually was one of my biggest flips ever. But I would say session flip, the biggest flip I've had is probably like probably 4 mil in one flip, honestly. It's like that. I got that the other day too. It wasn't like anything crazy, but the biggest flips I've ever had, I had a 15 mil Grazi flip. I flipped 2 Grazis totaled for 15 mil. The Rune Dart investment, that made me like 16 mil, is pretty good. What was another one? There's one more that I had that was good. I can't think of it right now. Oh, the crossbows, actually. I had a really good crossbow flip back when crossbow was like 30 mil. I think I made 10.2 mil on 8 crossbows, which was crazy. It might have been 7 even. I actually don't remember. But those are like the best flips I've ever had. I don't really chase like monster flips, huge margin flips. Sorry, I was trying to get the listing right for that. I don't chase these crazy profit flips. It's more important that you consistently flip decent flips and good flips, and you just slowly build that cash stack up instead of chasing these huge margin flips. You can flip like an hour session, 2-hour session, come away with 3 to 5 mil. If you do that every day, it's going to take you a lot farther than trying to snipe these crazy margin flips. So yeah, just my 2 cents on that scenario. Let's go ahead and turn around and sell the Kodai. 838. Let's see, 838, 85995 will do. So hopefully that answered your question, Louise. Anyway, Ezio says, I've got some real crazy 50 bonds at the summer, sold them for 3 to 4 mil profit. Ooh, oh, you bought bonds at Christmas and then you sold them in the summer. Dude, that's crazy, man. That's a lot of profit on bonds. Congratulations on that big cash stack gain on the bonds. We're having a lot of competition right now. I don't know what's up, but everything that we're trying to flip is just instantly stopped. So we're going to definitely cut back on a lot of these PVM items here. And we're going to focus more on some high quantity stuff. But for now, we do want to make sure we finish up the margins that we have seen. So Mies Cienza says, hey, it feels good to be back. Haven't been around in a while. Hope you are having a good time. Mies, I have been having a great time. Hopefully you have been having a great time watching as well. So thank you for tuning in today. Leave a like if you are enjoying the stream. Again, it really, really helps me out a lot. So please do that if you are enjoying the content. 17,498,995. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right. That instantly sold, so that means this has definitely moved upwards, which means we're not going to get any more of those. We'll check out on the Torstal here. See how we can do on that. Oh, duh, you have to sell it. Yes, great margin on those. Gonna go ahead and flip the limit of those. Thank you, thank you. And this Kodai having a little bit of trouble here. Knock it down a little bit more. Wow, those steel bars are super killer right now. Great suggestion. Anyway, what are you guys flipping this week that worked out really well for you? If you saw in the Discord group, I actually posted a few flips this week. A lot of them, I think like Tuesday, Wednesday, I was getting some really big margins. The Sanguesti staffs, oh my gosh, 4.2 mil on like 5 Sanguestis, crazy. Another one that was good was I think it was the Armadillo chain skirts, really did us well. I think we made almost a mil on those. Oh, and the Bandos chest plates also did really, really well. I think we made almost a mil on those too. Again, everything is documented in the Discord group, so if you are interested in checking out those flips, be sure to check out the hashtag GoodFlips section of our Discord group. If you're not in our Discord group already, link in the description below. Hope to see you there. I don't even know what to flip right now. Like, things are like being so stagnant that we're not even getting anywhere. We're gonna dump these oak planks. It's gonna be a loss on those, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, that's a big loss actually. Let's go ahead and see how much that actually was. 7.6. Yeah, we lost about 270k on the oak planks. Dang it, we're gonna have to make that up. I'm pretty sure these crossbows are gonna sell too, by the way, because they weren't buying for 9.975 mil. So they're probably gonna sell for 10 mil plus. I honestly think they will. But anyway, we need to make some money back. We need some quick flips here. Amulet of Fury, that's gonna get us at least a little bit of cash. Oh my god, if I could type today. Amulet of Fury. There we go. We'll check the margin on this real quick. Really hoping that Kodai will sell, because if it doesn't, that's going to be sad. I want to flip another one of those too, so I'm hoping we can get this off. We'll give it a little bit of time. We'll let it fluctuate around. Check bludgeons. I don't want to flip any PVM gear right now. I really don't. Amulet of Fury. Omelette of Fury. Oh, God. See, I want to do all these high-end flips, but I don't want to flip them because literally none of them have been working out recently. So, let's do just high-quantity stuff, I guess. We can do some seeds, too, maybe. We'll try to, like, shift our focus here. I really want some of this stuff to clear up, though, so we can actually put in more offers, but we'll see what happens. Let those go here. Check on that. Let's see. Do something really high volume just to balance ourselves out a little bit. All right, perfect. Have you ever done ancestral sets, like buying a piece and then selling it as a set? I think there is a margin there. There is, but it's really hard, because the reason it's hard is if you want to get really accurate margins, you have to manually check everything, right? And if you don't, you have to use GE Tracker. And it's kind of hard to like piece together, like, okay, am I going to make a profit on the set if I buy every piece on GE Tracker? Or like using GE Tracker listings or Platinum Tokens listings. It's kind of hard to balance it out. So I typically don't make money from making sets. I think I can find like really great regular margins, so I just don't really focus on it too much. Oh, we also need to do some potion decanting in the next episode of flipping with 10 to 100 mil, because I didn't do that, and I said I would, so I'll make sure I do put that in. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream today. Things got really slow. We were doing really well, and then things slowed down a lot. So we need to see what is going on with that. We'll keep a close eye on everything here. We'll adjust everything per usual. But no, I don't really do any set making. I have before, but I haven't found that the results are really like good enough to put in all the effort. We could try claws right now, though, since claws kind of went down a lot in price. Oh, yeah, I forgot to flip the Amulet crystal. Duh, we need to do that. I said I was going to check this out, so. Dude, death runes have been insane. Mike Ort says death runes are a 2.8% ROI right now. I will definitely take a look at that, because I actually flipped death runes the other day for a 10 GP margin. Like, death runes. Are you kidding me? Freaking crazy, man. We're just going to dump these crossbows. I don't know what's happening. We're just going to get rid of them, though. We still made money on them, so it doesn't really make any sense. Anyway, let's take a look at the death runes today, guys. Yo, Reiner, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Be sure to drop a like, man. Let's check out this death rune margin real quick. Ooh, that is not what I was expecting. We'll let that sit then. We'll do blood runes, and then we'll probably come back and check the death runes again. I freaking love flipping blood runes, though. It's such an easy flip. It's going to make us a little bit of quick bank. Look, I have 906 mil. I'm still going to flip the death, or the blood runes here. Oh, looks like that code I sold. Blood rune, only a 1 GP margin. Jinxed it again, guys. Let's go ahead and buy another one of these wands here. Since the only reason I'm going in and flipping more of these is because we spent so much money checking the margin, we might as well flip a few of them. Another item we can do is the obsidian. We can do the obsidian armor set. I actually like flipping these a lot. The only problem I have with them is the limit's 5 every 4 hours, so the limit's not that great, but the margin tends to be decent most of the time. Today, not really, unfortunately, so we will switch and do something like a Carol's leather top, maybe, instead, and we'll check out the margin on that. Let's take a look here. Okay, absolute horrible margin on those. We can also do, like Guthin sets, maybe. We'll take a look at that. See what that's going for here. Do you ever do the Dragon Warhammer? Has had sort of a good margin. I do, but I'm not going to do it right now. But yes, I do flip the Dragon Warhammer pretty frequently, I would say. Although it is one of those flips that I forget to do sometimes, so that is that. This will be actually a pretty good flip if we can succeed on it. The Guthin's armor sets should do pretty well for us. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream today. Leave a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. We're going to be streaming tomorrow as well, guys, so don't forget. I think we're going to be doing some account progress this time around on our Sunday stream, so be sure to look out for that. That'll be probably some Vorkath, maybe, and we'll do some flips on the side, because, you know, I'm addicted to flipping. Like, we got to do some side flips. And maybe we'll do them, actually, on the 10 to 100 mil account. We'll do some of those side flips, so we can kind of progress both at the same time. Let's go ahead. We're going to cut back on the Kodai ones again. We're going to turn around and flip them for 83,844,995, and that should sell off. It would be pretty good if we could get that. It's over 100k margin per, about 120k, so be very happy hitting that. Let's check the Furies again. I'm not dead set on flipping the Furies, but I mean, I think they are a pretty good flip, so we might as well try. Finally, account progress, right? I know. Did your desk come in, by the way, RJ? I didn't hear if it did or not. We're gonna cut back on these grimy Renars, or not? They're not even grimy, but check on those. We'll put that into something else here, since we do have a good bit of cash on that. You know what we can do? You know what we can do? we can do this because we have a lot of GP to work with, so I'm not sure there's going to be a lot of competition when we try to get this in here. So we'll try and do it right now. This is special, guys. This is not something I would typically do on a stream, so you guys should be honored that I'm going ahead and trying to flip one of these bad boys for you. I don't know if we're going to be able to succeed on this, but we're going to try the Elysian. We'll see if we can do it. We'll see if we can do it. And give me some good luck in the chat on that bad boy, because we could get burned on this. So this is more of a risky move here, but I gotta, you know, I gotta show the fans that we got some high flipping skill here. Did I hear Ellie about to undercut you? Pfft, boy, you don't got that cash. I've also been, so recently I've been trying to flip more, like, really expensive items, like, Elysians, Scythe. I want to do a T-bow flip. I've never done a T-bow flip, so we might do that here soon. Shall we call the Dancing with the Coffin already? I sure do, it's just in items. Hey, that's just as good, man. You actually play the game more than I do, so it makes sense. These Kodai wands are likely coming down in price since we were able to buy 2 of those pretty quick before. So we're going to knock these down. 8-3, 8-1-5, 9-5. We'll go 90k on those. Come on, Elysian. We're hoping we can do good on that. Fury's gone. Don't know what happened to that. Margin just evaporated. Probably going to make money on this one that we have, though. And we did. 10k. That's great. Thoughts on Divine Potions, says Brock Solid. What's up, Brock Solid? I don't think I've seen you around here before, so welcome to the live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Divine Potions. Now, Divine Potions are a good flip, but they're very erratic. Like, the quantities fill at rapid speed. Sometimes the margins are very competitive. They're kind of a funky item, but you can make a lot of money on them. And in fact, let's go ahead. We'll try to do some super divines now. We'll do the combat potions. Just for the heck of it, right? Let's try doing it. I just find that the margins are super jumpy, but they are good. They are definitely good items to flip. I know the limit's only 2k, but we pumped 3k in. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well today. Leave a like if you are enjoying the stream. We still don't have any Guthan's armor sets, which is really a pain in the butt. I really wanted to make sure we could get a few of these, so I'm disappointed we haven't. We'll knock that up a bit. 20. Whatever. Ever flip on teleports? I do flip teleports. I flip Revenant Cave teleports, Zolandra teleports I flip, Varrock tabs, House tabs. Those are like the best 4 teleport things that I flipped, personally. I really want to flip this Ellie, though, before the stream ends, so I'm hoping we can get one to come in here. It's still relatively cheap. It's not at the cheapest point it's ever been, but it's not that expensive yet. Looks like it's a little above average price. Anyway, what are you guys doing in RuneScape right now? Are you playing Deadman mode? Are you flipping Deadman mode? I was thinking of doing that, so not sure if I'll go back and try more so I can swap gold over. I find it like it's a pretty fun challenge to do, honestly, because it's really hard and it's different from what I'm used to. Did they have a Grand Exchange on Twisted League? I didn't play any Twisted League, and it was kind of long ago. I don't remember. Could you trade other people in Twisted League, or was it like an Iron Man kind of deal? Pretty sure it was an Iron Man thing, but I could be wrong. It was an Iron Man thing. Okay. That's too bad. I kind of like when other modes come out, you can kind of like swap gold between them. Of course, it's not against the rules to do that, so. Brock said, first time in chat, been viewing your streams for a couple of months, enjoying the content. Divine Bastion potions, Divine Battle Mage potions are brand new items that might have crazy margins. They might have crazy margins. I haven't touched them yet, I gotta be honest. We have Hungry Monkey says hi. World of RS says, hey Syratube, how are you doing? Doing great today. Doing fine. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I'm really like, my brain's kind of all over the place. You guys know that? Like when you don't get a lot of sleep and you're trying to like live your normal life. Maybe you're trying to go to school, you're trying to go to work, and you're just like, it's totally in the wrong headspace because your brain is just exhausted. That's kind of in the mood that I'm in right now. It probably doesn't seem like it, but that's because I've had a lot of coffee, and you kind of get that like tired fatigue, like over effect on you. It's kind of like an aura. I don't know, hard to describe, but that's kind of what I'm going at right now. We're going to be flipping for probably another 5 minutes or so, guys. I want to see if we can finish up any of this stuff here. These Kodais, we're really not in a good situation on those, to be honest. I think they dropped on us. We'll do 83,800,000 or 755,995. If those don't sell, we're probably going to be in for a loss. We've had a lot of trouble with the PVM items today, although the margins have been so-so. We just have not had a lot of success on them. I'm going to have to look up some investments to make today, so because I will be doing some exercise. Won't be getting on until later tonight, but I will have a big flipping session tonight, I think. We'll see if we can make some good profits today. I do want to make sure we are extending the cash stack. The cash stack gains last week were pretty good, and this week, earlier, they were pretty good, but the past like 3 days, I haven't been making a lot of gains to the stack, so we're going to make sure we get that out of the way as well. 23 people watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream today, and yeah, leave a like if you are. Do you think the price rise for the ornate maul handles is going to 1.2 mil from 700k is justified? Might be a little bit of an extreme reaction. I do expect that to go down. People will just stop buying the ornate maul handles because it's too much risk for what they're getting on their accounts. You know, cheap PvP accounts don't want to buy ornate maul handles if they're too expensive, right? So I do expect them to come back down under 100 mil. Or not 100 mil, under 1 mil in the short-term future, probably within the next 48 hours. That is completely my guess, though. I could be wrong. I think they will bounce at around 900k, though. I don't think they're going to come right all the way back down. I think there's going to be some resistance as the price drops again. And then they'll probably bounce between 900k and 1.1 mil. And then once Deadman mode maybe starts clearing up, they'll fall back down to 700k, 600k range. Just my guess. I haven't looked at the graphs much or anything, but off the top of my head, that would be my guess. Thanks for the question, though, man. Do you think AGS will go up again from 11.5 mil? Lowest has been, it did go to 13 mil plus when Bounty Hunter update came out, but it didn't go up again when Bounty Hunter Fix came out. Hard to say on, it's hard to say on the God Sword, especially the Armadillo God Sword. It's really not an easy thing to say. Maybe, like, maybe they might. I doubt it, though. It's probably going to keep coming down. Just because AGSs don't really leave the game very often. Anyway, Louise says, what is your opinion for the crystal weapon seeds for people that are starting to flip in pay to play? If you're just starting to flip in pay to play, probably don't do the crystal weapon seeds. They will hold a good margin, but they are tough to flip because the volume is really low. So lower than a lot of other items. So if someone else tries to compete with you, first of all, it's going to be a pain. And second of all, if someone, you might wait on a flip or like trying to flip a crystal weapon seed for too long, and you're being like, oh, it's taking too long, let me raise the price, and then you raise it too far, you buy a few, and then the item actually is moving downward on you, so you're gonna lose money. It's a little bit too hard if you're just flipping in pay to play and you've got around 10, 25 mil. I don't know how much you have, Louise, but if you're flipping in pay to play and you're just getting used to it, stick to high volume items: Amulet Crystal, Blood Runes, Death Runes, Dragon Knives, Dragon Darts, Dragon Dart Tips, Diamond Dragon Bolts E. Like, flip these kinds of things because they're going to do a lot better for you in this scenario. And guys, look at the price movement on these freaking Diamond Dragon Bolts E, man. When we started the stream, they were trading for like 1,330. And they've already gone up 20 GP. Really, really crazy, man. What is up, Waffle? Good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in today. We will be wrapping up here in a minute, though, so I want to make sure I cut back on a lot of this stuff. 1,320 is what we'll sell the Amulet Crystal for, so probably going to instant sell, honestly. No, it didn't, but we'll sell these Guthan sets for 3,218. 995. I actually don't want to flip these Diamond Dragon Bolts at you right now. Claws are hot right now. You only said that, Harith, because Waffle came in here. That's the only reason you said that. You can't fool me, man. You can't fool me. Look at that. Look at that. Someone competed with us, and we literally just listed that. It's one of you guys. I know it is. Admit to it. I know. I know it's you. Anyway. We're going to turn around and sell this Torstal as well. Let's go ahead and do that for... I forget what the original margin was on that. 8365. Okay. That's what we'll put that in for. Got some divines here as well. We'll turn around and sell those. 15,330. There we go. Put that in there. And this Elysian, we're going to cut back on that. I don't want to leave an Elysian listing in and then like have it buy and not be able to sell it when I want to sell it. So we're just going to cut back on that. Anyway, guys, we're going to leave these flips in here. It's probably going to sell. I'll take a screenshot when it does, and I'll put it in the Discord for you guys. I don't know what KEKW means. I hate to say it. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in to the stream today. We went a little bit over an hour today. We will be streaming tomorrow, probably doing account progress, and maybe a little bit of flipping on the side. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Thank you all for tuning in today. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Join us on Discord if you are interested. There is a link in the description below. Let's take a look at that, and feel free to ask me questions in there. I'd love to answer all of your flipping questions. The Guthan's armor sets sold, and by sold, they, I think, made us like 10k each, so nothing too bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap up the stream here, guys. Thank you all for tuning in, and see you all next time.